Bam. Oh. mm. Pro Se Legal School. Yeah. Welcome to the show tonight. We provide the tools, you do the work. And if y'all watched my last video, you got to see that we also train the police on the side of the street. Uh-huh. Okay. I didn't have my hat on, but I was just looking around for my badge right here. Do you know who I am? And it's in my car. It's in my van. I didn't think about using it last night. Maybe that would. Okay, so for those of you who aren't aware what I'm talking about, you didn't watch the video that I posted today or sometime last night. I got pulled over last night by the police. Let's see, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 5 blocks from my house in the city of Eudora. Now, when I moved here from Lawrence, one of my neighbors said, "Oh, you don't want to move to Eudora. Eudora's racist." Man, what are you talking about? My son's lived here for 20, owns a house here for 20 something years. The kids next door, I watched him grow up since little babies. They're like pre-teens now. And I'm like, tell them all the time, I'm like, you guys are like my white grandkids. Okay, so when I moved here, I do a lot of walking, jogging, and stuff to make myself have to buy a bunch of ice and shit. And I've had a car full of little old ladies, little old white ladies. Okay, I'm just gonna call it like it is. Pull up to me while I'm jogging, jamming on my head. I mean, I don't just be walking, Yeah, shit, I be getting down. And I gotta take my earphones out. And they're asking me if I know where this address is, where they're having this huge garage sale. Okay. Racist people don't stop and ask people that they're racist against for anything. Okay. Okay. Let me take my hat off because it's kind of hot. Yeah. So, but I don't know. Maybe I look like somebody that knew about garage sales. And in actuality, I did know about the garage sale because my wife was going to it. Oh, okay. So to get back to the racist thing, it's ridiculous. I've gone for walks when I first moved here, and I've had people. I have had people call the police on me because they see me walking through the neighborhood, but they didn't know me, and I just moved here. And you can always take shit however you want to take it, And so I always try to make something positive out of it, just like what we're doing now, came out of some ugly shit and we're making something positive of it. So I'm like, police pull up and I know most of them. And so police pull up. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? Somebody worried about me? Oh yeah, Mr. Neighbors, that go, And so I'm looking at the dude. I was like, well, I look at it kind of in a positive thing, because I turned 65 this past January, and if they think that I can, like, I don't know, steal some trash out of the yard and carry it. Okay, so yeah, that's what I told him. He actually busted out laughing. I'm going to have to run all the way back to my house because I don't have a vehicle. And I can't run very far. That's why I'm doing this walking thing. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so no, but the problem is, and I said this before on another stream that I did where I invited that young man to the stream to talk about his situation with the police. And that person helps homeless people, does a lot for, and I was hoping that we talk more about that instead of whatever, how that went, But at the end of the day, no, I ain't hating on the police. Okay, I am not hating on the police because I know police officers. My son is in law enforcement, and so. But here's the thing: there's always like one or two people that have their head in the wrong place because of maybe what happened to them or whatever. I don't know. But you know, they found out real quick. You know. Anyway, I posted the video of most of the stop. I didn't get the first 4 or 5 minutes or 8 minutes of it. So I didn't think about it. But I did get enough of it to let everybody know what the hell's going on. Y'all, I see that. Yeah, I don't just be telling y'all to go do stuff. The stuff that I'm telling y'all to do, I do myself. And the prosecutor package I have put together for myself because at some point they're going to come and want me to shut up again. Do you know who I am? Well, okay, and I have a hard time shutting up, and and my girlfriend found out last night. She was a little bit nervous, but I was still in my car with the windows down just a little bit and the doors locked. So actually, I rolled the back windows down too, just about halfway down. But I mean, it didn't come to that. I mean, they go back to their car and do a little research, and I think it's interesting. They came back and let me know that they're not going to give me a ticket, and he called for backup, and he wanted to make sure I was aware that I had a warrant out in Lawrence for my arrest. And I started laughing. I'm sorry. I just started laughing. I just started laughing because that shit is so okay. So and this is my opinion of the situation over there. If the municipal court judge had the judicial authority, oh, he's not a judge, he's a pro temp attorney person that they paid to run the RICO operation. There, I said it. If he or she had the judicial authority, okay, Kopecky, let's just call it. If Kopecky had the judicial authority to send Officer Delbert's ass and his friends that been harassing people over here to get me, they would have came already. Maybe 9 videos ago. Okay, sorry. Let me be serious. Okay, that cow's out of the barn. Yeah, they would have came 9 videos ago. The sad thing is that this stuff's still on the deal. And the lawsuit's pending. I mean, I got it. I got it. Everybody. I have it. I have it on the record, file stamped. I haven't served the people yet because I don't know. I just not in a big giant hurry. I'm not gonna rush around. I don't know. They on ice. I'm calling a timeout. Then he goes sit the hell down and think about it. So that's kind of how we're going to do that. So when the police harass you, I mean, I just let them know a few things. So what they do, they took my passport back to the car. And then, I'm sure he's having trouble with that. And if you watch the video, I say right in the video, yeah, I'm sure he's having trouble trying to find me in their jurisdiction. Yeah, if you do the passport, the affidavit of state citizenship and the diplomatic immunity document I include in all of my packages. And the diplomatic immunity document teaches you how to fill out the passport application so that you're not admitting that you're a U.S. citizen, that you work in the U.S., you have anything to do with the U.S., your parents never worked in the U.S., you don't know what the hell the U.S. Okay, sorry. Okay, so when they go back and they run that, you don't show in their jurisdiction because you are a citizen of the Republic state that you're born in. For me, it was Arizona. I was born in Arizona. So I told him now I'm a Republic citizen of the state of Arizona. What? But what happens is they'll go back and they'll run, they'll joke, and then they'll come back. And he was coming back. I said, yeah, he was going to ask me for some more information if I have a driver's license. Well, okay, so the original problem was I didn't give them the up-to-date insurance card. The first insurance card I handed him, he said it was expired. So whipped out a second one. He said it expired last month. And he said it kind of shitty. I'm like, okay, you know what? And that's it. I didn't really tell my girlfriend. And that's when I decided, okay, that's it. That's it, man. That's what you got. And he left. And so we both he started it. He started with the attitude, and then it just kind of went in the toilet from there. And I mean, they didn't give me a ticket, and they called for backup, and then they you know the young backup dude came to the car, and he wanted to ask me for some additional insurance information. Okay, I used to sell cars. I know how that works. Oh yeah, you get them saying, yeah, yeah. Oh wait, the government does the same shit. They get you in fear and they get you agreeing. Oh, the court does the same shit. Here's my oh no, you gotta have a T right here. You gotta put this over there. No, that you take that back. You know what? Have you read this? And then you know what? You're just dismissed. Get the hell out of our face. I don't know. Somebody tell me if I don't have it right. So yeah. Yeah, get the hell out of our face. So yeah, so I let him know that, if number one, that I wasn't providing any more information. What I gave you is what you got. And he kind of looked at me and he said, oh, well, no, no, no. And then the other dude comes back and hands me my information, my stuff I gave him. And I could tell he was annoyed. I could tell he was annoyed. He was annoyed that there was a warrant for my arrest and he couldn't get me. Oh, and so I was already talking to the other officer. I said, if he writes a ticket and signs it, then he's going to be violating the separation clause in the Constitution, and then that's your bosses, or he's going to look at it. I explained it to him, yeah, and then I let them both know statutes and codes aren't valid laws, And then the dude comes and lets me know that there's a warrant for my arrest. So I know if I knew that. I started laughing just like that. And they both kind of looked at me. I said, yeah, I know. And said, well, you should get that taken care of. No, dude, I appreciate your legal advice. But look, I already have. Okay. And y'all ass know that they don't show what you look at. It's not really what's going on down there a lot of the time. I'm just saying. The other just, oh, well, we're not going to argue, Mr. Neighbors. You can leave now. We're not going to give you Okay. So the young dude, Mr. Schultz, that was mad. He's like, well, I'm just going to give you a warning right now. And so I just wanted to say that, and I didn't say this last night because I think my girlfriend had enough. I need to get her home. We just need to go home and, Okay, so here's the thing with the warning. And if you think I'm full of shit, when you get a warning and they write and they give you that ticket warning thing, take that son of a gun home and read it. And then you'll see that you were adjudicated for what they said you did, and they warned you. And so my wife's like, what, y'all got one before. I didn't really get around to doing anything about it because I was out of town. And it's like, yeah. But I read it. So what happens with that? Well, when they fill that shit out, they don't just throw it in the trash can. They put that shit in a computer. Mm-hmm. And the next time you get pulled over, I don't know. I think you're with me. So anyway, the property tax situation is what we're going to talk about tonight. It's why we kind of originally set this up. But, I've got a lot of hits on that video. So I just wanted to do a little quick cover of that. Let's just say hey to everybody here. What's up, S? Are you my new friend? My coach's friend? I think that's who you are. Welcome to the show tonight. Look at you go. Welcome to the show, Ed. I have seen your name before. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it serious. Well, they're trained to do what they do, and you're right, they are ignorant. Uh, yes, but you know what? Hmm, they got educated real quick. And after we left, my girlfriend and I were kind of talking about how that whole thing went, and in her head and my head or whatever. And what we came up with was they took the happy asses back there, and when they couldn't find me, they Googled me because the officer told me when uh, oh, we found your address and your license. Oh, your no, I don't have a license. Oh, no, that's what I gave you for my identification. So if you went past that and the other officer was out, Mr. Ansel, we're not giving you a ticket right now. You know what? Okay, that's fine. You're not giving me a ticket. I'll keep my words to myself. Is pretty much what I'm telling them. Yeah. But and after we left, we think what they did was, as they obviously Googled uh, my name, which I did last night when I got home, and I got an eye full starting out with my YouTube channel. Oh, and we were talking about the marriage court judge over there and how we beat punching his attorney in the face. Yeah, that was yeah. So, but you know what? I already know how this goes. I have other family members that I grew up with, and so when they pull your ass over and you got a warrant out, they get on the phone. They call him, dude. We got his ass. Oh, that's what I think in my head, and they tell him. Well, I don't know what they tell him, but they told me to get my to I could go. But they are ignorant, but we don't have to put up with their shit if you're not. And here's this is kind of weird. Yeah, this is my ID that they gave me when they had me locked up. Yeah, in the federal facility, holding facility. I keep it right there on my desk. I look at it every stinking day. It reminds me of what happens when you're scared. That's what happens when you're scared. So you're already getting your ass kicked. So you got nothing to be scared of unless you're scared of winning or making them tap out or that they're going to come back and get you. Or if any of those are the problem, your ass in the wrong place. So, yeah, you can go to my YouTube channel and Google the affidavit of state citizenship or probably the word passport. I'm sure you probably pull the videos up. I include that documentation in all of my packages. Now, the reason I include that in my packages, Dave, I love this question. It's a great question. The reason I include that in my packages, okay, in the real world, that documentation right there should make them go sit their happy ass down, even in court and all of this other stuff. You can ask my coach Denny. That documentation proves that you're not a U.S. citizen and they don't have jurisdiction over your ass unless there's injured property or an injured person or damaged property. So but the reason I have it in the package is because back in the South in Georgia and probably in some other places too, but it started over there. The cops were harassing people that were beating these assholes down in foreclosure court. So we put this together so people could now there's an affidavit of state citizenship that you can sign and have notarized and include in your documentation to use later if they harass you before you get your card. So that's the way that whole thing is set up. It's kind of a thing to protect you on the backside from the cops harassing you at the point of at the point of effing. I'm sorry. At the point of when they start screwing with you, okay, that's when you have to make the difference. A lot of times, if you're on the street or whatever, and that's obvious by how that went down. And that's not the first time. Probably, well, one time I remember I got a written warning that he signed in and gave me, and then it still pissed me off. And so my girlfriend like, well, you ain't no, no, no. They're gonna put that shit in the system or whatever. This ain't my first rodeo. Then I went home and read it, and basically he adjudicated my ass right there on the side of the street. And then the next time I come around, yeah, that's how they do that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is. Dude, go get in the search bar and search for some stuff. This is not what we came here for to help you find stuff. No, I'm not gonna click on no more of your stuff. Okay. Uh, that's a good question. So the difference is going to be if the one you have. So the passport I have has 5 stars, and I've seen a guy bragging about his or whatever and doing the same thing, and he had 4 stars. But I don't think you're going to have the power if you have any less than 4 stars. And I don't know why he didn't have 5. And he was not. He was not real happy that I have 5. He only had 4 because he was bragging. So yeah, and I'm like, you got one of those too? Oh wait, yours only has one, two, three, 4. I can count to 4. Okay, sorry. I was having too much fun. But to change it, yeah, I was about to. Uh, in my opinion, and this is based off of their administrative bullshit, in order to change it, I would say you would have to refill it out because most people fill it out in the first place, don't fill it out according to these instructions that we have. And those instructions basically tell you not to admit that your parents are U.S. citizens. That a U.S. citizen is a government employee, and there can't be a damn U.S. citizen because nobody can be born in a fake corporation. There, I'm ducking in case they try to shoot me. Oh no, so but in my mind, if you have one with less than 5 stars, I would consider, all it takes is refilling out the paperwork, and I sent mine in expediently, so they sent it back quicker. And if you don't, it'll take them forever. It's all about that money. I don't know. I don't remember how much it costs. So yeah, it's there, man. Everything's there. You have to use my YouTube channel like you're doing legal research. No, go to the search window. You can punch in there, judge, how to kick the judges, whatever you need to do. The email address to all of my stuff is on my website at winningcourtnow.com. I can just put here that banner across. I can show you guys my email address too. It's better to go to the website because then you can see the email address. You can see the place where you have to go for coaching, and you can see the review videos. You can see updated stuff. You can see a lot of things that you're not going to see unless you go to the website. And uh, that's the email address that I'm using right now. I have like 4 email addresses. Oh my god! Cool. Well, you got to go figure it out. Well, actually, what it doesn't make us untouchable. How can I put this? What we do, and I say we, because my coach Denny Harden, he does the same thing. He got me. Yep. So what we do, we learn how to force them to visualize their shared liability. You need one person to go sit the hell down because it's too hot in the kitchen. Yeah, they actually needed that all capital name on the driver's license, for starters, and yeah, and the birth date and the address, and so I know what they did was they go back and they put that shit in the computer on the car. They run my name on the computer on their car to see what pulls up, and they can do all of that because he was back there for well, the video was like 14 minutes, and then I didn't even get the first probably 5 or 8 minutes on there. Okay, so I'm going to move on with what we need to talk about. So we were originally going to talk about, and we're still going to talk about the property tax situation. Now, I have people that I communicate with, oh, coach, I pay cash, or I don't have a mortgage, and I don't this, I don't that. And it just drives me crazy because people don't understand. Okay. If you don't have a mortgage and you pay cash, why the hell are you getting screwed? You're getting screwed because your property was already registered in their shit. The whole system that they have is structured to do exactly what it's doing. As soon as you can't continue paying their inflated shit, then they kick you off their property. And when I say their property, yeah, so in Shelby County, Tennessee, they got a situation going over there. Darren Woods used my stuff, and Channel 5, Action 5 News is in the middle. The investigators and stuff, they found out there was 400 homes that got sold in delinquent tax sales. And of the 400 homes, if I remember correctly, 44 of them were delinquent. So it's like, how the hell does that, No, that's not the shit of it. The shit of it is the money's missing. Nobody knows where the money's at. I don't know, 300 and some homes sold illegally in Shelby County, Tennessee, and nobody knows where the money's at over there. Well, I know where the money's at because I watched the entire interview and investigation that Channel 5 did. I posted it on my website. So I know where the money's at. The money is in the land bank. They have a land bank in Shelby County, Tennessee. I looked it up in Kansas. We have one, but not in this county. And the land bank takes these houses and these properties that they chase you off of, and they sell your property in the land bank to people overseas for pennies on the dollar. So in the investigation, the dude, the liar, the abogado for the city says, yeah, we take those homes because the people leave and they're eyesore, and we recoup the taxes. That's why we do this. And we don't evict anybody. I'm like, listen to that. He's so full of shit. He's probably the same damn attorney that does the foreclosure and the tax lien evictions over there in the county court. And yeah, we don't. So he's talking about we, the tax people, we, the county, because we is a damn state. Okay, I don't have time for splitting hairs shit. That shit is confusing. and it makes me dizzy because I'm not that smart. Mm. So that's the story that he's telling. Well, Darren's telling me all the finger pointing started, and he's laughing because I told him he'll know when the fire is burning their ass because the finger pointing will start, and everybody pointing the finger. So let's run through how the tax thing goes down. Okay, the tax thing starts when they don't deliver your deed to your house. The state property transfer statutes that those assholes are supposed to follow mandate that the deed's supposed to be delivered to your house, but they don't deliver the deed to your house. What they do is what they call constructive delivery, and they register it in yeah, they register it in their office, and they send you a fake ass copy to make you think that you have control of your property. Now, if I did that, shit, they'd be beating on the door. And I have to be getting in my stuff over. Okay, no, I'm not going to do that if they come. I am not that stupid. Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? Okay, it's illegal for them to do that. And so once they get your deed registered in the office, that registration allows the first illegal lien to be put on your property. And most people don't know that first illegal lien is the mortgage lien. And here's why. Now think about it like this. If there were several people who own property, okay, all of those owners would have to be present to sign that mortgage lien, right? Mm-hmm. So the fact that they accepted the signatures from your happy ass proved that you own that shit already. That smells stink. Mm. Mm. So once they get your property registered, they're allowed to put the fake lien on your shit because all they did was they took that promissory note, they turned it into a security, a big ass, we call it a check in my neighborhood. They stamp paid to an order of on after you left the table, and they process it through the Federal Reserve for electronic credits. Now, anybody that says I don't have this right, leave a comment down there because I've spent a lot of my life on this, pretty much. And so they were granted so Modern Money Mechanics, a publication put out about the banking fraud stuff from some people that know way more than I know, says that they were granted 9 times the amount that went into a demand deposit account. So how the hell could the bank be going broke? Okay, so I have a federal law, and I was talking about this with my coach today. I have a federal law that says that the bank's now allowed to lend to depositors money. Now that shit makes a lot of sense because you know that you can invest shit, that shit be gone. So where'd the money come from with oh. Okay, so the property tax starts after they get your shit registered in the office. They reclassify your property from private property that the Constitution says not once, but in 2 different places not to be taxed. They reclassify your property to one of their 3 commercial designations, which is agricultural, residential, or commercial. I'm going to get to that S, but I'm not going to talk about the title company. I'm going to talk about what happens at the gate. Okay, so yeah, and so that's how what we have learned is that not only is there a land bank, the land bank, and this is the investigators, the land bank sold this dude's property that was worth $22,500 for $500. Oh, and the tax on it was $3,500. $3,500. So they didn't sell it to cover the taxes, and they don't know where the money's at. So, but here's the thing. I got people telling me, oh, I'm in an HOA foreclosure. I'm in a tax lien foreclosure. I'm in a judicial foreclosure, non-judicial. It damn don't matter. That last word on the end says foreclosure. They're attacking your property? Yeah. It don't matter. It don't matter what products you use because all of them stop their attacks on your property. Now, the only difference really that you need to consider is the price. The $600 packages do what I say they do. They're designed to address the due process violation from the state's day-to-day procedures and processes. Now, the mortgage fraud package addresses the same thing, but it also addresses this thing we were talking about over here a while ago. About the electronic credits and what they did with the stamping of the the mortgage fraud package addresses that as well. So, and the mortgage fraud package has beefed up demand for sanctions, which is like a mini lawsuit. You file right in their stuff without having to pay filing fees. And then it also has the beefed up demand to strike because those fools aren't registered as foreign agents. Yeah. And so the way my program works, okay, for those of you who understand, the Federal Rules Civil Procedure, you don't have to answer to nobody's shit if you have defenses. That's what it says. If they file a lawsuit on you and you got a defense, a counterclaim, whatever, you don't have to answer to their shit until they get done, throwing you. Okay, but in my program, we don't have defense. We got offense. We got offense. The goal of this program is shut the court process down and make them deliver your deed. Okay, because as long as they have your deed in their office, I do tell me, oh, yeah, I know, I got my deed removed, registered. Dude, there's two documents that you have to get. The deed is one. There's another one that they created. And if you don't remove their deeds from the office, then there's tax shit, this stuff, Now, the lawsuit that I put together has the stuff in it that you need to address this property tax shit before there's an issue. And I've been beefing this package up, but I haven't increased the price yet because I'm going to use it in my new online course that I'm putting together, Mastering Property Ownership and Legal Protection. So that online course is going to have everything in it, the tax stuff, the foreclosure stuff. It's going to have everything in it that a business entrepreneur or a legal coach who's serious about starting a new life, doing the same thing that I'm helping people do, will have an opportunity to get in on that course. Now, the property tax package is set up to harass them, but I also included the lawsuit, the 42 U.S.C. foreclosure offensive lawsuit that we have in the 42 U.S.C. foreclosure defense package. And the reason I included it because I got tired of trying to explain to people, okay, I'm in a tax lien foreclosure. I need the tax paper. Do I need this paper or whatever? So I just included them both. Okay, it doesn't matter. I included them both, and this is going to be the beefed up badass package anyway in the new online course. So I'm beefing it up, and so right now it's the best value. If you're not looking to have a lot of fun too, which is the difference in the mortgage fraud package or the prosecutor eliminated package, you get to have more fun in those packages. Then, and your money allows for this. You get what you can afford to get and get done what you have to do. So that's how we roll with this. And if you know how to put the stuff together with information that I provide in the training videos, then there you go. Now, I want to make sure you guys understand. I do like the marriage dissolution package has transformed into actual lawsuit package, and so I've had people contact me. Oh, I bought this, whatever. With the updates, there's no updates. Okay, okay. So there are updates, and I include them in the videos. So if I update something, I'll include an update about that in the video. and you can add that shit to your own stuff. That's what this is about. I don't have time to be figuring out who bought what and how to send an update or whatever, whatever. No, that's just crazy. So if you call me and ask me for that, and the people that do that haven't even used the package that they invested in. So that's kind of why I have a little shitty attitude on that. I'm just going to throw it out there. So if that's you, don't contact me and ask me for updates on something and you haven't used what you got. Now, if you're using something and there's a challenge, then you should have your happy ass over in the coaching group and talking to me about it over there. I don't coach on my phone. And people will find out real quick that I have no problem blocking you. I don't coach on my phone. If you haven't invested in a package and you have a question about the package, sure, I'll take your call and I'll try to answer your question as long as you're not asking me about this shit behind you. If you ask me about what's in front of you, about how my package, whatever, I got you. But people want to talk about all that stuff, and I don't have time for that. So, and I don't coach on my phone, so I hate to text. I'm just going to tell you that I hate to text because my hands are pretty big, and people are like, "What the hell?" Yeah. So, so for the people who are smarter than me and make me coach on my phone, then they usually get blocked. And I told the lady this. I was trying to convince this lady one day that she's on no. And so finally she agreed. And I was looking at my wife over here. She's looking at me. So I hung up. She asked me, "So how many people have you blocked?" I'm like, you know what, honey, I'm just gonna go whatever number you got in your head. I'm gonna go with that because I'm gonna cut my losses here because this is not gonna go well for me. But at the end of the day, if you're not willing to follow my rules that I need to have to make this work, then you're not going to be here. And so that's pretty much it. My job is not to help you stop the sheriff's sale, not to help you stop the eviction, not to help you stop. My job is to help you jumpstart your critical thinking process so you can defend yourself in the legal arena. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. If you learn that you need to add the state and the judge, if there's a case against you and there's no injured party or damaged property, and the agent who started that, there's also a registration of deeds association in every state. The registration of deeds association and that's why now I'm getting down. This is higher up on the food chain than the title companies. Okay, the Register of Deeds Association. I stumbled on that doing some research because they're trying to charge me an arm and a leg to place my suspended lien on the public record. And so the Register of Deeds Association in every state, in my opinion, that is the beginning of the nightmare that we're all dealing with, or that you're all dealing with. I'm not dealing with it now. That is a nightmare. That the Registration of Deeds Association, in my opinion, is where the computer links all of your stuff to all of these websites and to all of these. You know what I'm talking about? I have people that are facing foreclosure. They got these realtors coming to their house. They got all these people taking pictures of their shit. They don't even know they're in foreclosure. They haven't even got the shit. Oh, because the shit's on the internet is placed in the yep. And I'm like, I would definitely have their ass right underneath the state, above the state, underneath the state. I don't know. I had to flip for that shit. The Register of Deeds Association. Oh, that's hot. Yep. When you add them to your lawsuit, then you have to serve. I don't know, the corporation, the head person, a couple of people. I don't know. Y'all can figure all that out. I'm just here to help y'all jumpstart the critical thinking process. Oh, and yeah, that's where I would be going to make sure that they remove your property off of their shit. Mhm. That's where I would be going for to do that. David, I don't know why that would matter. I don't know. I don't tell you what to do, David. You're gonna have to go to the website and figure it out. Okay. I don't tell people what to do. No offense. But when I do, that's the way the whole thing goes. And it gets ugly real quick because I don't do that. I'm a coach. And I take pride on helping people learn how to get this done. But you got to get yourself to the gate. And you do that by going to the website and studying the most asked questions and answers, figuring out how this works, what you have to do, what my part is, and seeing the videos. There's even review videos of people that have used my stuff. You got to do your own homework, man. Okay, yes. I'm not sure how that's going to help me, but I will take a look at it. So the property tax package is right now is beefed up. It also contains the offer to pay letter. The offer to pay letter is what I use in the mortgage fraud package. The offer to pay letter is an opportunity for you guys to, mm, if you're not in default on your payment on the mortgage, and you know you're going to be soon or whatever, then you can challenge them with the offer to pay letter. The offer to pay letter that I put together has a statute in it that they're supposed to, and the statute states they're supposed to provide you with the original instrument of indebtedness, and debt and debt. Okay, y'all know what I'm trying to say. If they call in the full loan, if they call in the loan, they're supposed to provide you with this original instrument that started the shit. If they don't, then someone else could be jamming you up for the loan and going against your property after you get done crushing them. Mm. And so I have that statute and some more information about that. So the way I structured this offer to pay letter is that you're going to go in and you're saying that you're offering to pay the full amount, all the inflated attorney fees. You're going to add an extra 10 grand to it because you love them. As soon as those fools can set up set up a meeting with your legal team to inspect and take possession of the original instrument of indebtedness. Mm. And you'll have a check to pay the full amount at that time. Okay, so here's what you do. What we in my head, we serve this on them or send it some kind of way where you can verify they received it, return the receipt, or you can verify they received it. Now, if they receive it and they don't never set up a time to because they don't have the damn thing, we know they don't have the damn thing. Okay. So in my head, the way their system works is the damn thing after they get done, after the bank gets done doing a charge off and writing off their taxes and claiming on the insurance and all of that and getting away with the money they stole from you because there was loan in the first place. Okay, then they shred that shit and in my head, they shred it. So before they illegally pass it over to the third party debt collectors, I haven't got that. I think that part is connected with that office. Yeah, that we're talking about the registration or whatever, your deeds or whatever. So yeah, I think that's how that works. And so we're still figuring out a few things over here. But you know, right now you can people that are using this are well, they leave me good reviews. I ask people to leave me a review at the beginning of after they read the documents and the power that they feel like they have, because later on, later on they whip out that non-disclosure statement for you to sign. Yeah, yeah, we're dealing with criminals, okay. So thank you guys for the value of sharing your time. And the property tax package is, like I said, it's beefed up and it's the best. Now, the best value right now, if you're not an entrepreneur or protecting rental properties or a property investor. If you're a property investor, the best package for you is the mortgage fraud package. If you're looking at misdemeanor ticket crap, the 42 USC ticket package, traffic package is the best package. If you're looking at jail time or you just want to have more fun beating their ass down, then prosecutor eliminate package is the one that you need. And I need to get out of here, go watch a movie with my girlfriend. So I see you guys on the flip side in the next live stream. Y'all remember what you need to say to the police.